Hi, this video tutorial will teach you how to post news in WordPress with good SEO rating. To begin with, you will have to log into your WordPress account, and for that you will need your link, your username, and your password that will be provided to you in order for you to log into your account. When you log in, you will be directed to your dashboard, and this is how your dashboard will look like. For this video tutorial, we will be posting news, so you will have to click Posts and click Add New. This will then lead you to a page where you can now create content for your news. Since you're ready to post the news, what you have to do now is to go to your source site, and for this particular demo, we are choosing www.pravdareport.com. And as you can see, there are a lot of news to choose from, but we will be choosing the latest news or the top news, and preferably on the topics of politics or economics. So for this particular demo, we will be choosing this article, which says, Putin, Russia remains stronger than any potential aggressor. Once you have chosen the news that you want to create, the first thing that you have to do is to copy the title. Paste it on your WordPress account, and as you can see, this is not the title that we copied, but actually this is just an extension from the site which you could be able to delete. Go back to your article source and copy 25% of the text. Now this depends on how long the article would be, but for this example, the article is quite long with a lot of subheadings, so we will be able to copy much more text compared to other articles. So all you have to do is to highlight the text that you want to copy and paste it in this area. Don't worry about the other things that you copied because you will be able to delete this later on. One thing that you would also want to delete is the extension that the site has every time you copy content from it, like this one. And when you're happy with your content, all you have to do is to type in read more, highlight that text, and click this button, insert or edit link. Go back to your article source and copy the link and paste it in this box right here. Click the blue button and apply. Now this read more text will have a link that will send you back to the original article from the site. The next thing that we will have to do is to add a category to our post, and this category will determine where our article will be positioned in our website. As you can see, our website has a lot of different sections. We have the top section, which holds the 3 top featured articles. We have the left column with the world news and the top news of the hour. You have the middle column with the editor's choice and the top articles in the last 24 hours. And we have the right column with the top think tanks app, our search tools, and the top think tank articles. So how do you know where your articles go? The articles in the category top left will go right here. Articles in the category top middle will be right here, and this one is where the top right articles go. Articles with the category world news will go right here, and these are the top news around the world, which does not include or which does not relate to the country that you are working on right now. Below that is the top news of the hour, which is a section for the bottom left category articles. The editor's choice is a section that will be handled by senior editors and journalists, which means that you will not be working on this category. The bottom middle articles go below the top articles in the last 24 hours, and these are articles from the top journalists of that country. Lastly, the bottom right category is positioned below the top think tank articles, which is in the right column. For this article, we will be choosing top left. Let us now go to the most important part of the news posting, which is the SEO rating. As you can see, we have here the Yoast SEO, which is a WordPress plugin that will help us analyze whether we have a good or bad SEO rating. If you want to learn what SEO is and why it is important for our news articles, you could check out other sites, especially on YouTube. But for this, I will just teach you how to edit your article in order to have a good SEO rating. As of now, as you can see, we have here a gray color, which means that we have a very bad SEO rating. And our goal right now is to turn this color into green by addressing the issues that we have in the analysis. The first issue that we will address is the focus keyword. As of now, the analysis shows that our article doesn't have a focus keyword. The focus keyword is important because the whole SEO rating will be based upon the focus keyword that we will choose, and that's why we have to choose properly. If you do not know what a focus keyword is, it is a main keyword or key phrase that this post or page is about. This article is about President Putin's annual question and answer conference with the journalists. So we could either make the focus keyword as Russia or Putin, but in this case, I will choose Putin. And because Putin as a word or as a focus keyword is very general and sometimes it could be used by other articles too, I will use the focus keyword President Putin. Once you have chosen your focus keyword, all you have to do is to type it in the box of the focus keyword, and I will type in President Putin. So the problem with this keyword is it does not appear in the URL of the page. So all we have to do is to change the URL. The URL is found here in the permalink, and all you have to do is to insert the word president. Click OK. The next issue is the page title is wider than the viewable limit. The page title can be seen here in the snippet preview, and the reason why we have a wide page title is because we have the extension Russia English News. So all we have to do is to delete that by copying the title and paste that title here in the SEO title. The SEO title is now green. Next issue is you have not used the focus keyword in the subheading in your copy. So these are the subheadings of our article. All you have to do is to add the word president. Now you can see that our analysis has changed. It now has more greens than orange and reds. But we still have some issues that we need to fix. So one issue is the slug is still long and we should consider shortening it. The slug could be seen here in the snippet preview. Just click Edit Snippet. To edit the slug, we will consider deleting the words stronger potential and we will leave the aggressor word behind. Let's see if it changes the SEO. The next issue is no images appear in this page. So for this image, we go back to the source article. We will now be adding a featured image to our article and we will edit it in order for it to have a good SEO rating. As you can see, an image in the website can also have its own page, like this one. That's why we have to make sure that even our images have good SEO ratings. The first thing that we have to make sure is that our image is big enough. So in this case, it's okay. And what we have to do next is to save this image. So save image as. You can select whichever folder you like. In my case, I have a separate folder for the news images. And the first thing that we have to do in order for our image to have a good SEO rating is to edit the file name and not just to save the image automatically. So I'm going to save this image in the file name of president-putin-annual-conference. As you can see, I used dashes instead of spaces in the file name. And this is one way for Google to have a better rating with our pictures because it will be able to separate the words. If we use spaces, Google will just combine all the words into one word, and that will not be good for search engine optimization. We will now click Save. Go back to your WordPress account and go to this section right here and click Set Featured Image. Since we are uploading a new file, click Upload Files and click Select Files. Before we upload our image, we have to make sure that it has the correct size. If it's too small, it will look bad in our website, and if it's too big, it will cause our website to load slower, which in turn may cause our viewers to log out or to log off of our website and will not be able to read the news. All you have to do is to right-click on the image and click Open With, and for this editing, I will just use a very basic photo editor, which is Paint. I will click on Resize, choose Pixels, and make sure that the width or the horizontal size is 700. The picture will now be adjusted, and all you have to do is to save. Once that it's saved, you can double click the picture and it will be automatically uploaded in the website. Here in the right side, you will see the image details, and you can see that we now have the correct file name and the correct file size. Now we will put in the correct title, caption, and alt text. The title of the image, of course, should be the same with the title of the article, so we will just copy that and paste it here. And the alt text will be a sentence or a phrase that will be similar, very similar to the title. So what we will do now is just to edit the title. For example, this one, President Putin, instead of colon, we say President Putin says or said that Russia remains stronger than any potential aggressor. And you can also add at the annual Q&A conference. So we didn't change the sense of the title, but we made a little edit or a little changes in order for it to sound like a correct sentence. The caption is actually optional, and this does not affect the SEO rating of the image. But in our case, for sample purposes, I will put here a sentence that I got from the article and give it a little edit. So the sentence says, on December 23, Russian President Putin held his traditional annual Q&A conference with journalists. So what I will put here is Russian President Vladimir Putin held his traditional Q&A with journalists on December 23. So what I actually did there is I just restructured the sentence. I didn't put anything else but just move some words into the front and move some text into the back. But then the sense or the point of the sentence is still the same. When you're happy with what you've done, you can go to Set Featured Image. The next SEO issue is the focus keyword President Putin does not appear in the SEO title. Now we have to edit the SEO title. The SEO title can be found here in the snippet preview. So we have to click Edit Snippet Preview, and we have to add the word President here in the SEO title in order to get a good SEO rating. The last issue that we have for this article is that we have no meta description. For our meta description, we usually copy the first paragraph of the article or the first two sentences. In order to have a good meta description, we have to make sure that the text that we choose have the focus keyword President Putin. In our case, the focus keyword President Putin is already found in the first sentence, so this will be a good meta description. Copy the first two sentences and paste it here in the meta description box. As you can see, the text that we copied is a bit too long for the meta description. What we are going to do is we are going to rephrase and edit this sentence in order for it to have a good SEO rating for the meta description. Now that we have a color green for the meta description, I'm pretty sure that we now have a good SEO rating. Finally, we have a good SEO rating and we have addressed all the issues properly, and now all the points under the analysis are colored green. One thing that would also help our article for the SEO rating would be the tags, and although it is not included in the analysis, you must not forget to put in tags in every article that you would work on. So what you have to do is to think of words or keywords that are related to the topic or that are discussed in the article, and you will put it here in the tags. So for example, in our case, we have President Putin. We could also put in Vladimir Putin, of course, Russia, and the annual Q&A conference. So the tags will depend on the article that you will be working on. Some will have more tags, some will have lesser tags, but what's important is you try your best in order to think of the keywords that will be related to the article. The last thing that we have to consider is the social media auto-publish, and you will find it here at the bottom part of the page, and you have to make sure that if you are working in the bottom middle or the bottom right categories, these should be no. We are now ready to publish our article, and it depends on you whether you want to publish this immediately or on schedule. If you want to choose a schedule on when this article should be posted, just click on Edit, choose the date, and for this article we chose December 24 and 6 a.m. Remember that the time format settings for this is on 24 hours. So when you're happy with the schedule, click OK, and you can now click Publish.